Right, disaster recovery. This is a Class R task. Photo booth is going down again. I've just done a lesson plan, session plan for meeting management for Train It for Emma. Management training for Greta Thunberg. The video went to 18 minutes, unfortunately, and photo booth froze out. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to do me extended videos on my Strapbox camera machine, my Windows machine, and load it up from there. That's downstairs in my living room. Right, it's cosy enough to do that down there. I can do that during the day, and leave me evening ones in here to do videos of less than 15 minutes for a day in the life, and keep them brief. And again, I'm not doing what I'm telling people to do. Write the script, and then tell them, and then tell them what I'm going to tell them. So I'm going to have to do that. Right, I'll be doing a TMI time management course for you, meeting management. Basically, it tells you to prepare for the meeting first, issue your documents for the meeting, issue the minutes for the meeting. Then in the meeting, you tick off your tasks that everybody's understanding it, and you have status green, amber, and red. Green is you can continue, amber is you need help, red there's a problem, you need to go into disaster recovery mode on Class of R. Right, it's happened to me, I've done it, it works a treat. Meetings at Hodgkins took 15 minutes in the morning, and we were doing big mainframe moves, and it was all technical stuff. The meetings contained we had about 8 people in the meeting, and the meeting used to take about 15 minutes. Jeff Marsh was a great project manager. I learned a lot from Jeff. Took us out when we put the Courtauld meal in. I had the biggest meal in the world. Filled me up. We had a great time doing the Courtauld load. It was a great experience. Fantastic experience. Lucky to have done it. Right. But not as good as my experience as PowerGen, where I got a team of 12 graduates to do OLAS. Right, I had no experience of OLAS, and I had to go on an OLAS training course. And then we had to do OLAS Release 2, report writer. Anderson Computing did Release 1. And I went to Anderson Computing and said to them, what were the pitfalls of Release 1? And they said, we're not going to tell you, you're Hoskins. So I said, oh, I'll just put in my report that Anderson's are not cooperating. And I did that, I put a report in. Anderson's are not cooperating. What we'll do is screen scraping, get the graduates to do it. We'll need the support of PowerGen people. We need 2 people from PowerGen on, and we're going to be doing screen scraping. And I'll do standard forms for screen scraping. Get me on a OLAS course to do the experience of a report writer, and I'll do standard forms. I need somebody with straight away with display right 4 experience from PowerGen to start doing forms and designing forms for me. So I got that, and then I got 2 analysts from PowerGen to go around to the PowerGen staff to look at the online system and do screen scraping. I told them that's what they want. I wanted a list of everything that they wanted to. They're easy communication, you know. You just talk to people. You just tell them. You're kind to them. You talk to them nicely. You say, can you go to all your staff, please? And can you get them to look at all the screens that they want and simply list down what screen they want and what they want off that screen? Can you get them to do a document of what they want from that screen? And we'll put it in a form that links to OLAS in a format that the OLAS report writer wants, so that we can get our programmers just to marry it off, so it twins, so the form twins with the screen. Then easy methodology, screen scraping, worked like a treat. We put phase 2 in like a treat, but I was taken off phase 2 to do Timegate computer services. I was the first one in. We bought Timegate, and I was the first one in to tell people that we were taking over. And that was a great experience, going around people telling them we're taking over the company and they'll be working for us, and finding out what the problems was. Now, one of the problems was that Spear and Jackson was coming on board, and they had to do a presentation of the Unipay for Spear and Jackson, and we weren't taking on the sales staff. So I had to do a sales presentation, and I borrowed a Dicom adapter from Northwest Water and set up a training environment with 6 screens, and we got Spear and Jackson in and got new screen painting, and they thought it was magnificent, and we won the Spear and Jackson contract. So that was one for me. I got pay rise for that. Right. Where are we going? 6 minutes. I'm going to stop now. Right. I'm going to go back in a minute. And no, I'm not. I'm going to go. It's 8 minutes past 12. I promised myself an early night. Next video for Witherton Golf Club will be on programme development, and we'll talk about life at Ingersoll Rand, and we'll talk about a man called David Hurd. Right, that'll be for a day in the life 2020, and Granada reports, as well as within the golf club. Now, I'm going to say that informally. That'll be informal. So I'm not going to do tell them and script that. I'm just going to talk at Amble, and I'll put it in a folder called Als Ambles, and that will save the workload for me. It'll save me half an hour. Als Ambles. Right. In fact, I'll do that now. I'll put this one in Als Ambles. Right, inventing stuff all along here. Inventing stuff for ProtoPage. ProtoPage is critical to agile project management. It's a communication tools. What you can do is you can set up private sessions here. You can get your directors table to do MP4 presentations, and put them into private folders so that other directors can see them at home before the meetings. That's what it's all about. That's why we're investing so much time in Witherton Golf Club, to get the directors table working professionally, so they can cut down the meetings, and so that directors can have more home time with the families and put less time in at the golf club. Directors table meetings should then take no more than half an hour. So life will be happy for wives and kids working, staying at home. So many divorces caused by people playing golf. I was divorced because of playing golf. Witherton Golf Club cost me my marriage. We hate Witherton Golf Club with a vengeance, because it cost us my marriage. But we're still here. We're still here. We're still here. And we'll bully you into doing it, because that's what we do. We give you the best way to do it, tell you it's the best way to do it, so you can't resist it. It will become irresistible. And when I told you about in transition, it will become irresistible. You'll have to buy ProtoPage and Forest 404 for £100. And then we'll do every golf club in the UK. That'll be £1,100. And my company will go public. And Witherton Golf Club, you'll all be shareholders. And when we go global, share prices will go through the roof. That's the plan. So I need your support. We've got to get agile project management into Withington Golf Club as soon as possible to make us more effective than we are at the moment. Agile project managers, salary 70 grand a year. That's me, unemployed, can't get a job. Happy days. We're getting there. We're communicating. We're communicating quietly, and we're whispering, and we're getting across. Because you don't get messages across if you talk quickly and you shout. You've got to talk slowly and precisely and get people listening to you. No point in raising your voice. No point in getting angry. No point in getting frustrated. You've got to be precise. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to spell out what you're doing. And you've got to tell people what you're doing. And you've got to tell them. And you've got to compress it. And you've got to give them keystones. Keystone tasks. There will be a video on Keystones. Watch it. It's important.